But Darren just dropped his head and just hung up. And I tried to call back. He didn't answer. I'm like, fuck. Okay. Like, okay, let me just make the most of this weekend that I have him. Just make the most of it. So we go about the weekend, with my family. I let my mama know that I gotta, take King back with, Pop Pop. And she was just like, well, Kiana, I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Like, we all love King, and maybe one day you can get him back, but maybe he will be better off with Pop Pop right now until you can get yourself together and get things figured out here, because you still got a whole son that you're in a custody battle with. So you need to focus on that first. Let Pop Pop and Lovey handle that. Let them handle that. I'm just like, okay, so I know you love King, but just let them handle that. You need to handle you down here. Just like, okay. So I ended up going to my best friend Jock house, letting Jock meet King and Kyan, because that was her first time meeting King and Kyan. So I let her meet them, and they were just they King was just so happy. He was just so happy because my best friend, she had bearded dragons, she had dogs, like she had like 4-wheelers, goat carts, basketball goals. The only thing that he wanted to do was go outside and play basketball, and that's what he did. And my best friend was right out there playing right along with him, and it was just so good to see because he was genuinely smiling, genuinely laughing, and I noticed that his speech was getting a whole lot better, and it's just like he's doing so good, like so good, and I was just terrified because I'm just like, I'm gonna have to take him back, like I'm gonna have to take him back. So we'll go about the weekend, and it was time for me to take King back. That morning, I woke up. King was in the bed. We was at my mom's house. King was in the kids' room in the bed, and I look at him, and he was just sleeping so peaceful, so peaceful. And that's when I sat on the bed, and I was like, King, King, trying to wake him up, and then his eyes popped open, and then I was just like, did I wake you up? And then as he gave me a hug and was just like, good morning, Mom. He gave me a hug and was just like, good morning, Mom. And I hugged him back. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just thinking, I'm just like, whew. I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to hear good morning, Mom from you. But I'm hoping it's soon. I'm hoping you're not going to be gone for too long. So I'm hugging him and I'm just like, just taking it all in. And my mama cooked them pancakes and bacon. They ate, and we was on the road. On the road to take them back to Atlanta, to Pop Pop and Lovey. So when we got there, I said my goodbyes. Lovey, she was out doing something, so I didn't get to see her, but I got to see Pop Pop. So I took King. I had Kyan with me, Kyan and Jackson. We all got out the car. Everybody ran to Pop Pop, gave him a hug. He was so excited, and then it was the goodbye. Everybody one by one took turns giving King a hug. I don't even think King realized what was really fully happening. Jackson knew what was happening. I knew what was happening, but King and Kaya and they didn't really know what was happening. So King just kind of gave me a hug like he was finna see me again. Like, all right, I'm about to go for a little bit, but I'm gonna see y'all again. One of those hugs. So I'm hugging him just as tight as I can because I don't want to let him go because ain't no telling when I'm gonna be able to see him again. So I'm hugging, and I finally let him go. I was trying to hold back my tears because I didn't want him to see me crying, because I didn't want him to know, to just sense that, maybe I'm not going to see them again. But I want it to be like a cheerful, hopeful, okay, I'm going to see my mom and my brothers again. So as we was driving off, Kaya was just looking out the window. And then we drove past King and Pop, and they just waving. And they're waving, and Kaya was like, King. And I'm like, Kaya, it's okay, you gonna see him again. He was like, King. And he just started crying. And I'm driving down the road. I started crying. Jackson started crying. Because at that moment, we was driving away from King. And I was letting him go back to Maryland in the hopes that he would be safe. So I'm driving. And the whole time I'm driving back to the house, Kaya's in the back just yelling, King, the whole ride. Like, he would stop for about a good 2 minutes. But then after 2 minutes, he'll look out the window and start yelling, King, and just crying, like really, really crying. And it was breaking my heart because it's like, I feel like he knows now. Like, he knows that he's probably not going to see King again. Like, he knows that, like, he's driving away. Like, but just to hear him crying in the back, constantly yelling, King, and there was nothing that I could do. It broke me. Because I'm just like, as a mom, yet again, I'm letting you down in a way. And in this way, I can't fix this. I can try to fix it the best that I can, but in this moment, I'm like, I just got a car. I still don't have a permanent place to stay. Like, I'm still bouncing house to house. Like, maybe this is best that, King is going with Pop, because, now that I done told Pop everything that's happened, maybe he can keep him safe. Like, maybe he'll tell Darian's mom that all of that happened so she can keep him safe. Like, I don't know. I just know that everybody's right. I got to focus on getting myself together, because how can I bring him into a broken home? Like, I cannot bring King into a broken home, and then if I try to adopt him, child services is going to see that, like, nah, I ain't even got my stuff together, and it's going to make it hard. So I'm just like, let me just get my stuff together, and then I can get King again. Like, to get yourself together, King, and then get King. Okay, that's it. So I'm driving back to Savannah. I end up calling Marlon. He was asking how everything went, how the drop off and everything went. I was just letting him know, like, everything. I'm hurting. Like, I'm sad. Like, I am really, really, really sad. And he was like, well, don't worry about it. So how about this? When you come back, we'll all go to the zoo. I'm like, go to the zoo? He was like, yes, we will go to the zoo. I will take the kids to the Jacksonville Zoo. I'm just take them to the Jacksonville Zoo. He was like, yeah, just make, like, everybody sad. We need to do something. And he was like, maybe that can be my way of, like, meeting Kaya. Just taking them to the zoo. Like, make it an easy meetup. Like, all right. Okay. So we got back to Savannah. Stayed with my friend Liz. And then the next day, I met up with Marlon. He wanted to grab breakfast before we went to the zoo. So we go down to this little French spot, and that's when I introduced Kion to Marlon. I was like, hey, Kion, this is Mr. Marlon. And Kion's just like, hey, because he not thinking anything of it, because I've been introducing Kion to my friends. So it's like my best friend had her husband introduce Kion to her husband and got it off. So Kion was just being introduced. Marlon was just being introduced to Kion, like, as a friend. So we ended up having breakfast and going to Jacksonville, to the Jacksonville Zoo.